5:11 in the morning right now. Head on into the gym. Beautiful Sunday morning, our God-given day of rest, but not morning of rest. That's how we're rolling. And since I started training 5 days a week, I've been really pushing towards 6, and that can be tough with you got family, you got the kids, all those various obligations, but you just do it. Like, if something's important, you make time for it. Where I never enjoyed people who give the excuse of, I don't have any time, I'm so busy, whether it be for anything. It doesn't even have to be like stuff like gym, where like they say, oh, sorry, I don't have time to squeeze in a cup of coffee with you, or time to grab a beer, or time with my kids, stuff like that. That's just saying that other things take precedent over what you're doing. Now, it certainly could be true. Like, if someone's battling cancer and they have to go to chemo and all those other things, you got more important things on your plate. But just people who are wrapped up in their own world, it may make sense to them, but if you go macro view of it, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But for the gym, knocking this out of the way early on Sunday morning, and now we have a tradition of coming home and then making breakfast for my girls. They usually make them waffles or some sort of pancakes, because Daddy can't have those. But yeah, I really like going into the gym early on the weekends, because it usually is a zoo. Since ours, Lifetime Fitness, is really geared towards family and kids, it just gets insane. It gets absolutely insane on the weekends. And I don't know, teenage boys. There was who said it? Might have been an economist, or hell, it might have just been a philosopher that said if we locked up boys from 15 to 22, the crime rate would plummet. I understand it. I absolutely do. And I commiserate with it. I used to be in that range, and 15 to 22-year-old Andy was dumb as hell. I get it. But going in early, it is really dead. But also, there's probably about, 24 people in there. And then there's always a little bit of camaraderie, like a little wink, a head nod. Or it's like, what's up, playa? Yeah, you're here at 5 in the morning too. What is up? Yeah. And there's always coffee going. So I like the smell of coffee. I really do. And I love drinking coffee. That's one of the reasons why I think the malls, even though malls are sort of dying, I like going there. I'm not a big shopper or consumerist, but hell, the smell of the Cinnabon, baby, and the Caribou Coffee, just cranking out great coffee as always. Minnesota company, #one of us. It's good. So going to the gym early in the morning, smelling that coffee, and then a good way to motivate yourself to get your ass out of bed and get your ass in bed so early on a Saturday night or a Friday night if you go on Saturday mornings, it's do fun lifts. And that's what I do. Thursday is my heavy deadlift day, and then we're scaling up there, setting new PRs and whatnot. And Sunday, I do a lot of stretching, do some light deadlift work, make sure that the form is on point. I usually don't go over, 165. I keep it really, really light. And then do some arm work, and then do some cardio. Do a little of a sauna, do some hot tub, because I've been doing a lot of heat shock therapy, a lot of sauna time during the week. But man, I just love sitting in a hot tub. It's just great. Get a book, or have an audiobook or a podcast going on the headphones, and then just sit, chill. So that's the carrot that I dangle in front of myself. Do something I like, deadlifts and arms, and also sit in the hot tub. And that's how we roll. all done. Made it. Time to hit the sauna. Baby, you're all that I want. When you lie here in my arms, it's hard to believe we're in heaven. So, just said the weird thing that annoys me where, since, we get here at 5, you can park right next to the building. It's great, right? And then people who cruised for a closer parking spot, and just as I'm walking out, because I like to take my time, put my bag down, get all my stuff situated, right? But you feel bad when some pulls out. I was like, hey man, you leaving? Guy for parking spot. It's like, it's not even busy. Like, are you kidding me? The parking lot isn't even busy and it's not even cold out. But I digress. Got that work done, and just like a new Great Sunday tradition, gonna go home and make the girls some pancakes, because after a hard workout, and since I'm intermittent fasting until at least 2 p.m. today, it's like, yeah, why shouldn't I just go and just smell delicious, buttery, syrupy carbs? Because that's how we roll.